than in Dota 1. In Dota 1, Invoker was insane, where even all that well considered. Oh, wow. Ember Spirit failed his dodge there, and 2 people. He's not too worried. That is gonna cost him a bunch of last hits, but that's about it. On the top lane, the Grimstroke plus Doom combo finally doing its thing. As still available, we can still see somebody get doomed up, watch them struggle up absolutely defenselessly. And nice tornado there from the Invoker. A bunch of cold snaps are just gonna make quick work of the. And this rotation from EHOME, if it finds the Pangolier, it would be huge, especially since he's, yeah, there we go, doomed up. And I was gonna say, he's level 6, he's got his roll, so hit the floor. Beautiful plays from both sides, really. Both teams know exactly what they have to do and are pulling it off quite consistently. There's the first Pango roll of the game, and look at that. That's what I was talking about with the Doom just not really being able to fight when that Pango ultimate comes on out, but with the Invoker coming in, that fight could still just turn out devastating. Shiro on the Spectre goes on down, and 7E, he will survive. Will KPI on the Pango though? Looks like he will too. So that's a triple for the Invoker. Armel, that guy's Invoker is freaking legendary after all.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ember Spirit struggling against the early TB Illusion army. Tried to slay a fist out of there, but a nice tornado is gonna catch him. Well, as the Spectre is huge, preventing either one of them from getting away in exactly this fashion. And can they catch 7E here? It looks like they will. Ember Spirit still doing his best to stay alive, but gets scouted out, gets controlled up continuously. Ember still alive though, with Flame Guard keeping him safe from the EMP. Invoker taking a ton of damage with that Soul Bind, but it's gonna be just fine even after being glimpsed out of position. Disruptor died for that glimpse play though. Now Invoker may not be fine anymore, but Spectre just dies first, with Terrorblade committing the Metamorphosis and dishing out tons of damage. That bottom tier 2 tower now makes for an extremely easy push. And EHOME, they did save their Ember Spirit, but was it really worth it, especially as Ember goes back in again and dies once more. Oh, Doom has to run for his life. EHOME, for this fight, they just gotta cut their losses, but Fortification at least killing off, well, 2 people indirectly. Farming all game, I mean, 2 kills, 2 assists, and 2 deaths. Oh, and another fight breaking loose. No time to talk about TB as Invoker hits the floor. That is Armel losing his unstoppable streak. A lot of gold swinging around to the Ember Spirit, who could really use it right now. A nice ultimate from the Grimstroke could actually allow them to find even more here. Rubik goes on down, and the Doom gets committed just to make sure that EHOME finally take convincing victory, even without any losses. And it looks like a 3-man catch from the Disruptor. It's only gonna lock 2 in place, and Pangolier will get the ultimate out. However, with a Doom on the Terrorblade, I think that's a much bigger worry than whether or not you're gonna get a kill with that Pangolier ultimate of your own. Terrorblade still alive. He will get the ultimate off just barely, as 1 or 2 right clicks were missing to finally get him down. Make sure that Gabby can't just become the big hard carry that he is on the best way in a head-on-head fight. They aren't quite ahead, they still need like 2 or 3 items for that. But who cares for a head-on-head fight if you can just initiate like this onto a Rubik, one of the weakest links in the team. Oh, look at the damage to Rubik. Torn apart, and now with the Spectre in there, March is gonna be the next one dropping it. We're not even looking towards the end of the fight, as now the Pangolier dishing out a lot of damage, and with the Invoker by his side, Invoker is going to be able to get at least 1 kill before the Doom gets committed on him, it seems. Terrorblade comes in. He's got a Skadi completed already. TNC, they're doing such a fast job farming. So they did just lose a bunch of heroes in this team fight. And Ember Spirit is going to go down next, which means only Terrorblade left. That's a full team wipe actually for EHOME. Do find the Ember Spirit. Ember now also going into the pit. Disruptor could be caught here. I wonder if he minds or not. Sunstrike into the Roche Pit, scouting that one out. And Tango Roll gets committed just to make sure the Disruptor absolutely and completely dead. The Roche Pit now getting controlled up with the Pangolier ultimate, but the Roche isn't dropping still. And it looks like EHOME, if they lose this fight, they have just set up a Roche for their opponents. Gabby, he says screw waiting for the fight to end. We're just gonna take the Roche right now. The Radiant will get the last hit, but Gabby has the Aegis, and that's really what he wants at this point. On the Terrorblade, this fat. Meanwhile, Spectre is just gonna get killed off, and long enough. Especially during that Metamorphosis. Spectre gonna get locked down with a Stolen Doom, apparently. And look at that dispersion damage. Almost killing off the Rubik with a couple of right clicks, but Rubik is gonna live. Gabby gets glimpsed out of position, taking a lot of damage from himself. Slowed down, locked down. He does have the ultimate ready, and whoop. Back to full health once again. Down goes the Doom. Free bounty to TNC. And it looks like Doom will be caught. There is a double Doom coming out, but a double Doom against the Fat Terrorblade. Who's gonna win? Well, it looks like right now it's the Fat Terrorblade winning, and Boker is gonna go down. Rip Armel. Can Terrorblade get a couple more kills out of that one? He will at least get one more. Still has a Metamorphosis, still dishing out huge damage, but EHOME doing their best to disengage as many people as possible. Another lane of Rax. No. And down goes the Disruptor to Gabby there. Not quite gonna work out, but if Spectre has like a 4k health pool, and oh boy, nice catch there. Disabling one, disabling two. Without the Terrorblade, TNC have a hard time fighting this. And Terrorblade on his own can't really 1v5 either. Does have Metamorphosis to work with those. And they do have another smoke. Maybe a different... Yeah, okay. They're gonna take the different wraparound for the triangle. Trying to catch the spell. Oh, with the Pango Blink. That is gonna be a quick catch, and Spectre is just dead. Do you see the damage that like everyone took there, though? That's what I meant with the dispersion, but it's far from enough, especially to deal with the Terrorblade. He just procs his BKB, says, oh, hi Doom, you wanna fight? Well... Here, smooches him right in the face with a ton of damage. The Grimstroke fake Terrorblade is also dishing out tons of damage, but the Ember is gonna go down. Everyone is gonna go down. Ultra kill, no Rampage, but GG already being called. TNC Predator jumps in with an RP or faces Void to deny the Chronosphere, thrown it out. Which in part was enabled by the supports, giving him great vision, but when the Terrorblade already has the ult ready to cast and is already expecting to need to use it, oh boy, that could be a first blood. It is gonna be one. 1k gold lead so far for the side of EHOME.Immortal, and like I said during the draft, they do have the better late game if they can just stay ahead. There's a Chronosphere onto the Rubik with a Phoenix backing the Void up, and now giving his position away, but I think that's fine. As long as you have a Doom with you, or a Disruptor for that matter, you can always get the Egg off. And Phoenix first putting in all of his damage. Doom gets roared up, but the roar alone isn't quite gonna cut it, and there is the Egg, killing off the Rubik. Can it get more? Beastmaster trying to kill the Egg as the Pangolier roll comes out, but that's just the Phoenix going boom, and down goes the Beastmaster. They're looking for more RP, one-man RP, just to make sure that Armel's mid lane Pango goes down, and he will be cleaved down. 3k gold lead now for EHOME.Immortal. They are k ahead by now. It's gonna be hard for TNC to stop them from just snowballing on. Before Anti-Mage can come online at this rate. Nice roar on the Doom. Do they have follow-up damage though? With Rubik coming in, they might. Phoenix Egg perfectly positioned. Can it catch any one of these three people? Well, Void comes in, catching the Undying. Now Phoenix jumping forward, sees there's three people at the ready, and Pangolier does have the Rolling Thunder, so he could very well just try to go for an initiation. Doesn't even need to commit the ultimate there. Just killing off ZZQ first. And Magnus wanted to go for the rune. Did click the rune before dying. Well, not actually dying just yet as he commits the RP. Gets counter RP'd on though. And a Pangolier ultimate just to make sure Magnus dies for now. Void getting rid of the tombstone there as quickly as he can while Phoenix puts out a lot of damage onto the Undying. Pangolier gets doomed up and he would really love that disruptor kill, but easier said than done with a lucky bash from the Void. There's not even gonna be a chance in hell. This Roche could succeed and Pathison could, as there's the Pango roll actually. That's a two-man stun, almost a complete stun lock. Void, however, does manage to get his BKB off. Will counter it with a beautiful Chronosphere, and there's the Phoenix X. Follow that one up. That is 2 kills immediately being made for EHOME. And look at that Void, just going for more while the Phoenix dishes out huge damage. Rubik, he steals a Chronosphere. Is going to be able to walk away for the time being, but walk straight into a Doom. That Pangolier ultimate did make for a great initiation. However, EHOME, both teams actually buying people back. They want to continue this fight, and March dropping dangerously low while Pangolier gets doomed up. And it's just that, and so will March be on the Undying. That's a 6k gold lead, almost a 7k gold lead developing here for EHOME, as really like to just, you know, do that thing where you dump your entire army under a tier 3 tower and the enemy can't defend it for a while. Void comes forward into 3 people there with the Chronosphere being activated just in the nick of time for him to live. He is gonna kill off the Beastmaster. Oh boy. The Mask of Madness lasted, however, just half a second too long for him to time walk it off, and in comes Magnus. Doesn't quite interrupt the TP there, but do you really need to interrupt the TP when you're gonna kill off Gabby's anti-mage this easily with the Doom? I don't think you do. I think that's superior GPM.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Doom tries to reveal himself from Invis there. Does, however, get contained. Does get roared in his BKB. 3-man Chronosphere from the Void, who is empowered this time around. It's gonna be huge though. The Phoenix ultimate as well, about to proc. And won't catch anyone. Yes, that's just a quick kill on Undying, being traded for Disruptor. Disruptor immediately buying back. Team EHOME, they have the money to just throw resources at their enemy here. With the Skull Basher, he can just 1v1 and that's about it. Maybe he can't even do that since Doom is just gonna proc the ultimate, is just gonna try to man-fight up the anti-mage, see where it leads. Is now fighting, oh boy, 1 versus 3 with the Beastmaster Roar. That's gonna be too much, even for a tanky Doom. Pangolier roll coming in. Void does have a time walk to work with, but like this, he may not even get it off. Look at that perfect chain timing from Armel. Down goes the Disruptor next. Pango. Boop. Down goes the Void though. Or yeah, they're gonna buy back the Void. Speak of the devil. There's the Pangolier roll though, and with Antimate dealing that much damage, it's gonna be a quick Roche kill. Doom, he still wants to fight. EHOME, they still have all of their big ultimates, and they did just buy back the Void, so they really want any kind of consolation prize out of this at least. It's gonna be a kill on Tim's, not bad. Staying very careful. Oh no. Magnus got his blink cancelled by that Maelstrom jump just the second he wanted to RP the Pangolier. That means Void goes down. In comes the roll, in comes the Anti-Mage, tearing apart the Disruptor now. Doom, proccing BKB, running for his life. If Anti-Mage gets a lucky bash, he's not going to be able to get away, but it looks like Doom is a one-man army and loves to hit Rexes. Darn popular and pretty darn useful too. Meanwhile, Disruptor gets caught by the Anti-Mage. Nice use to save him, but there's a Pangolier roll. Phoenix ultimate in the fountain gets committed. But I don't think TNC really care. They're just happy that ultimate is down now. Nice smoke, spotting out the attempted initiation. Doom immediately gets caught. Once again, he does have the Doom available, which he really wants to cast here. With the spell shield, having a hard time getting it off, and there is the BKB wearing off, and a lucky bash for the Anti-Mage 2. EHOME.Immortal, they played so well, and in the end, they're still gonna be base locked. This is why you usually bet against the team that go for the teamfight heavy draft. And now TNC finally dare to walk up this high ground. Will find a Doom who's been looking for an ultimate of his own. However, that's Anti-Mage going for him. No Doom for 75 seconds, and Anti-Mage wants some more. He is gonna get some more. Oh, the bash from the Void, making his life a bit more difficult, but Void's still alive, still just fine. Armel getting ran down. There's the Chronosphere coming out onto 2, and that's gonna be a dead Armel. Beastmaster will be the next to fall. Void finally showing off that late game potential I kept talking about all the time. However, Gabby, just as big of a raid boss, just as good at standing people up. And it looks like we're gonna see Anti-Mage. I mean, it's the smarter move to get out of there. Too, especially with that Solar Crest getting committed. Void looking for the Chronosphere. Will not quite find it. Doom in the pit, gets roared up. 2 BKBs on, and the Roshan gets lasted by the Dire. There is the Pango roll, finally getting a couple of stuns in that Roach pit, and a beautiful RP to follow things up from Tims. That's both Doom and Disruptor dead for quite a while. EHOME, they may have just lost by being the first to go into the Roach pit and getting initiated on Magnus. He dies once, did secure the Aegis for himself, and a beautiful Chronosphere from the Void could turn things around awfully quickly here. Especially with Gabby just having blinked into that before he saw the Chrono come on out. And a follow-up Chrono from the Rubik, which may not be great, may have screwed a little bit with his teammates, but it also gives Anti-Mage the shot to dish out a ton more damage. Can they get the Phoenix Egg in time? Nope, they cannot. And the Phoenix Egg goes off, however, Anti-Mage not only backed up, but he finds Lucky Regen Rune, able to turn around now. Tims taking a lot of damage, able to time walk that off though, and there is Gabby once again jumping in up that regen. Nice disarm on the Void. Can they control him up until he's... Yeah, I think that's gotta be GG. That's just over. Man, what a game! Holy crap, that was as promising as the lineup makes it look. Great job from EHOME. I kind of feel bad for them, but this is TNC Predator we're talking about. This team is so well known, so darn well recognized.